Welcome to the off-season episode, is what we like to call these. Let's just start here with Grant Wilson, our quarterback. We're going to look at the stats for the year. I think next season I'm going to try and do a halfway point stat look over and then do an end of the year stat look over, just like a statistical overview. That's what we'll say. So we'll start with Grant here. He had a good year. Grant had a really good year. I know I was really pissy. He made some not great throws. I feel like if he would just make the shorter throws, I wouldn't have to resort to cheesing the deep throws to get the result of the drive that I'm trying to have happen. So here we have Grant, 217 completions for 348 attempts, 3,767 yards, 44 TDs, 7 interceptions. Not bad. We might have to adjust some of the sliders, I think. 216 yards, 69 yards per game, a 62% completion rate, 10.8 yard average. Longest was an 86-yard catch. And then he was sacked 24 times. He got sacked a lot. Then we have Olu, our backup. Let's just mention him real quick because he did make some plays. As you saw, I was using him pretty consistently throughout the year in that one formation at least. 35 of 46, 545 yards, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. He would get about 38 yards a game, 76% completion rating. That's going to go down when he starts, I'm sure. 11.8 yard average. Longest was 75, and he was sacked 1 time. He got sacked 1 time with Olu. All right, so now we'll move on to rushing. Serviceable. That was the term that I kept coming back to when I would describe Keyshawn in my head. A serviceable runner. 5.7 yard average though. 5 TDs on the year. Longest was a 44-yard jaunt, and about nice yards per game. After the first hit, 286 yards. 20+ yard runs. 10 of them. He broke 14 tackles. Fumbled 11 times. Basically fumbled once a game, if not 3 times a game in one game. That was one of the reasons I didn't like giving the ball to him that much. Next is Olu, actually, which was kind of surprising to me whenever I first started looking over these. I've done a little quick scan before this. 348 yards, average of 6.9. He just keeps hitting the nice numbers, I guess. Or no, we just keep seeing the nice. Whatever. He had 4 on the ground touchdowns, so he put up 11 touchdowns on the year. His longest was a 40-yard run, about 24 yards a game, almost 25. 78 yards after the first hit. 20+ yarders, 4 of them. Broken tackles, 5. Fumbles, 5. So he had most of those came on those pitches, though. I bet 3 of those came at least on those pitches. Then we have Obi, kind of my receiving back a little bit. 38 attempts rushing for 311 yards, 8.1 yards per attempt. That one option he was really good on. 2 touchdowns only on the ground. His longest was a 43-yard little run, 22 yards a game, 45 after the first hit, 3 20+, 5 broken tackles, 1 fumble. Then we have Darius Roscoe. You know, it just gets a little bit, nothing. Grant Wilson had negative 121 yards rushing. That sucks. Here we are. This was the spotlight, the highlight, the the zenith of our team. That was a weird reach for a word that means top spot. Top guy on our team, top dog. Siobhan Harvey, the Heisman winner, the Maxwell winner, the Biletnikoff winner for the year. He was the spotlight of our team, the shining star. 82 receptions, 1,900 yards, 1976 in yards. Good year. 24-yard average per reception. That's insane. 25 touchdowns, also insane. His longest was 86. He had 140 yards a game, 141.1. Rack was 477 yards, 5.8 rack average. 14 drops though, but we threw to him a lot. I wish they had thrown to on here. That would be a cool stat to see. Ray Mello Murphy was next, our junior. He was a good guy. I like Ray Mello. He probably would have had more or less if it hadn't been for Bly going out. 612 yards, 15.3 yard average, 6 touchdowns. Longest was 66, 51 yards a game, 267 yards after catch, average of 6.6, dropped it twice. Then we have Jordan Bly, who was out for 5 weeks, and he still managed to garner 31 receptions for 556 yards, 17.9 yards per catch, 6 touchdowns, 75 yards was the longest reception that he had. He had 50 yards a game, 50.5, 124 yards after catch, 4.0 average after catch, and 1 drop. 1 drop for Bly out of 31 catches. That's pretty good. Then we have Keyshawn Wicks, 243 yards, receiving 8.6 yard average. He got I threw to him a lot out of the flat. 3 touchdowns, 75 yards. I don't remember getting a 75-yard catch with him. That's pretty good. 17.3 yards receiving, 153 yards after catch. 5.4 yards average. Drops are 5. Kelby Williams. That's the Williams that I can never remember his first name. But he's only a redshirt sophomore, so we should have Kelby again next year. Kelby and Ray Mello will probably be our starters, our top 2 wide receivers next year. 25 receptions, 462 yards, 18.4 yard average, 2 touchdowns. Longest was 48. 33 yards per game, 126 yards after catch, 5 yards per rack, and then 5 drops on the year. Then we have Obi Sani, who had 229 yards, which is a little surprising to me that Wick still had more yardage through the air. 10.9 yard average, though, 2 touchdowns. Longest was 51 yards, had 16.3 yards per game. Rack was 251. Average was 11.9. Drops, 1 drop. We got Page down here, 157 yards, 10.4 yard average, 2 touchdowns. Longest was 51 yards per game, 14.2. Rack, 119, 7.9 yards average on rack. So he was our rack. He was the big rack guy. Then we have Tyler Savage, who was kind of my goal line guy that I would go to down there. 61 yards, only 8.7 average, but 4 touchdowns, and as longest was a 24-yard catch. I think that was a touchdown too that I threw it to him. 0 drops for Tyler, 7.6 yards per game. Then we got Roscoe. Now we're getting to the bottom here of the barrel. Got Butler. I only threw to Butler 1 time. He was my block. He was a blocker, dude. I could never see him open. He was just, I don't know. Maybe there were times he was, but it seems like there's somebody always shadowing him. Then we got blocking. We'll go over this kind of quickly. Santana Saunders, he is an All-American. First team All-American, 37 pancakes. Chris Adams, also an All-American. Second team, though, I think. 36 pancakes. Dubose Bois, All-American. Red shirt guard. Junior red shirt guard. Xavier Black. Did he make the All-American team? Huh. Elijah Hoskin. So then we get down here. Harvey had 2 pancakes. Grant. Oh, that's a different Grant. Grant Wilson. Okay. Skylar Grant. Left guard. Okay. Defense. Amori Morrison, who had 47 tackles, 9 for a loss, 5 sacks, 0 INT, did 3 pass deflections, got 2 forced fumble recoveries. Then after that, we got Jason Henderson. We're going to miss Jason. Got Jason Henderson, 43 tackles, 15 tackles for a loss. Very good. 4 sacks, 2 interceptions, and no forced fumbles, no blocks on the kicks, but he did get 1 defensive touchdown. I remember him catching that interception. That was our loss that we had to UNLV, I believe. Spencer Nank, Mr. Spencer Nank, 41 tackles, 17 tackles for a loss, 10 sacks, 4 interceptions. Interception yards was 70. Average interception was 17.5 yard return. 8 passes defensed or deflected. 3 forced fumbles, 0 fumble recoveries, 1 touchdown on defense. Very good year out of Mr. Nank. Then right after that, we got Sean Asbury. Got 36 tackles, 6 for a loss, 2 sacks, 1 interception. 25 yards for that interception return. Pass deflected, 9. Forced fumbles, 2. And I think he had 1 touchdown as well. Yep. Then after him, we have Rashid Reason, senior cornerback. 0 tackles for a loss, 34 tackles, 2 interceptions, 2 yards on that interception return. Longest was 3. So I guess he must have gotten back to, I don't know how that works. Passes deflected, 12. Forced fumble, 1. Fumble recovery, 1. Fumble yards, 52. That was in the last game. That was a huge play to cap off the season for him. EJ Green, 33 tackles, 4 for a loss, 1 sack, 1 interception, 3 yards intercepted, back, returned, whatever. 5 passes deflected, 1 forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries, and 0 touchdowns. We have Mr. Taj Rael, who had 22 tackles, 0 for a loss, 0 sacks, 1 interception, 7 passes deflected, and 0 touchdowns. Jakarion Lathan, who had 2 tackles for a loss out of 22 tackles total, 0 sacks, 1 interception, 4 interception yards. I don't know why I keep reading the yards. Nobody cares about that. Passes deflected was 12, and then he had 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumble recoveries, 0 touchdowns on defense. Wayne Matthews. This is pretty much it here. Where's James? James will have some sacks, though. Wayne Matthews, 15 tackles, 2 for a loss, 0 everything else. Lamarion James, senior cornerback, 14 tackles, 6 for a loss, 3 sacks. This is our nickel corner. 3 sacks, 1 interception, 106 interception yards for a touchdown. Yeah, I don't remember that. Gideon Bedada, 13 tackles, 7 tackles for a loss, 4 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery of 26 yards, 0 touchdowns. Ashton Whitner, 10 tackles, 1 for a loss, 1 sack. That was probably that. 1 tackle for a loss also. 0 everything else. Denzel Lowry, Mr. Defensive Tackle. 10 tackles, 4 for a loss, 1 sack. Oh, and then 1 forced fumble, 1 pass deflection. Nice. Ray Mello Murphy had 9 tackles on the year. Jordan Holmes, 7. Bryce Sanders, defensive tackle. He's good. 5 tackles for a loss, 2 sacks for a freshman. Forced fumble, 1. So yeah, he put up some numbers. John Cook, 7 tackles, 0 everything else. Cole Breath, 7 tackles. Jalen Satchel, 3 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss, and 1 sack. I think I remember that 1 sack. I think it was kind of pivotal. All right, next up, kicking. Ogun Biyi, 4 out of 9. I need a new kicker. Can't stand this guy. Hate him. No buts about it. He's not a real person. I can talk as much shit as I want to. I hate this kid. I hate him with a fiery, burning passion. Ethan Dwayne, he was fine. Better kickoff guy. We had 10 kick returns for each of our kick returners. TJ Lott had 225 yards, average of 22.5. Longest was 32, 0 touchdowns. Longest 35 for Page, average of 20.2 yards, 203. Kick returns 10. Punt returns. Tyler Lott, 235 yards, average of 9.0. Longest was 47, 0 punt returns for a tutty. That is it for our stats. Now we'll move on to the offseason schedule. School budgets. I might even take down a couple put them into training. Players leaving. Dang, we lost Jordan. We lost Jordan Holmes. We kind of need him. Losing Colbreth too. Sims, we don't really want to lose him. Colton Joseph. So let's remember Jordan Holmes. I definitely want to go after him again. I want to go after Whitner too. Nixon, Curtis Nixon. Who cares? Trinidad. I understand. Chris Adams is going to the NFL draft. Santana Saunders is going to the NFL draft. Everybody else is graduating. Javon Harvey is not going. He won the Heisman. He said, I'm good. I'm just going to go. I'm done with football. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going on. So let's remember Whitner, Holmes, and Colbreth. I think that's who we want to go after. Oh, we only have 1 quarterback, and it's Olu. We got to get quarterback, halfback, tight end, center, cornerback, free safety, strong safety, punter. The good thing is we had a successful year, so we should be able to get some decent prospects this year. Let's go with interested prospects. I'm still in fast forward. Okay, Bradley Jackson. Darian Benson, let's see where we're at on here. Pretty low. Aaron Steinfeld. If this guy's this good, he might be better than his... Where are my points at? It's been a while since I've done this. 363 points. Tariq Sims. Wasn't he one of ours? Jeffrey Gray. Oh, 4.37, but bad field awareness. Let's look at athletes real quick. Oh, and it just shows you what they are. 4.52. We're going to recruit this guy. Do an in-home visit with my coach. First recruit is on the board. We're going to go for one of these guys also. Oh. So I might cut in every once in a while I edit and just say a couple things. We like this guy because he's fast. Not a great arm. I don't know why I go after this guy, but I end up doing so. I have to go for this guy. I'm going to send the house to him. Where's he from? Indiana? Let's go with Coach Prestige. I doubt we get this guy, but we might as well go for him. This guy's probably the best shot we have. 6'1", he's pretty big guy. Back again in post. I liked Mr. Jackson's measurables and the fact that we are on top of his board. We'll go for this guy. Send an assistant coach. Pretty bad. He's got poor discipline. I can't go for poor discipline, guys, I don't think. This guy's a hometown prospect. He's very good. We'll go with location. And I'll sit in the house, too. To him. Mr. Stone here, not great, but not bad either. We are on top of his board also. We go for him. All right, Colbreth, we're going for him too. Damn, I really wish I could get a 90 speed guy at some point. He's got a bad attitude. So I don't scout this guy. Back again in post, by the way. Chris Penn. Looks like he has good arm talent, though, and we're on top of his board, so I go for him too. All right, Jeffrey Gray. We'd already scouted him previously. By we, I mean me. And we decided to go ahead and visit him in-home with the assistant coach. All right, I know I said I didn't want people with poor attitudes, but this is a blue chip right here. So we're going to go for him, and he'll learn the Monarch way. Calvin Rucker leaves a little bit to be desired in the speed area, a little tiny bit. He still runs a 4.43, so that's good enough. And he's got great field awareness and good height, so we go for him. So I had all my needs covered, and I was at the bottom of my points. Decided to go for Ethan Cullen here because 6'8" and 240 pounds. That's just very appealing to me. All right, we'll go to the next week. I don't know how this is going to work out. I'm not too jazzed about our recruit prospects so far. Well, we do not have any star power commit yet. That's all we're looking to do, really. So let's check our current targets here. Oh, Mr. Bradley Jackson. We've gone up on this guy. Let's see if he's a bust or not. No, he looks like he's going to be f***ing awesome. So let's keep going with this. 15 points. What is our pitch feedback? Little inflated. Bradley doesn't care one way or another about coaching style. Location. We'll just go with location. That's another solid hit. If it's there, if it's not, then hey. And then we got Steinfeld. We got this guy. Maybe we'll go ahead and do a in-home visit with the assistant coach. We'll hammer in the coach prestige. That should get us home there. Antoine, probably going to Bama. So we probably should just move on from him. This dude's probably going to Georgia Tech, which we're not going to get, many 5-star recruits, I don't think. We might get one. We'll be lucky to get one. Deshaun Stone. This guy, oh, hell yeah, cool. Good. We'll do an assistant coach visit for him. 4 points. We'll stay on location. That should get that. That should come home there. Mayfield, not feeling it. What about this guy? Gonna stay with Jeffrey here. 4.71. Still better than the other guy. That, I don't know if that's quite an 80. I think that's maybe a 78 or something. That's definitely in the 60s. So he's not even gonna be that good of a blocker. Well, how many tight ends do I have? I've got one. I need both of these guys, so. Stay on Teddy Smith and also Miles Connor here. We need some center depth. Not looking too promising here, to be honest with you. Oh, we'll have to go for Charles, man. We'll go for this guy, too. We might as well. Another Florida boy. See if he wants NIL assistance. I gotta nail one of these corners, man. We'll try academics for that. Back to Mr. Rucker. We're gonna go ahead and send the house to him, and we'll do academics. Why not? I'm gonna go for this guy. I need help. We'll go with Coach Prestige. Maybe I can get Henry Rutledge. I want to scout Aaron Ward. Oh, looking pretty good. We're going to send the house for sure. Looks really good. We'll do Coach Prestige. And Colbreth, we'll see if we can get him to come back home. Do a head coach visit. And try Coach Prestige. Chris Penn, you get a phone call, buddy. We'll do an in-home visit. All right, Stefan, let's do an in-home visit with the assistant coach. And since you like my prestige, we'll just stay right there. I've got two. I need like 3 corners, man. Yeah, sure. I'll in-home visit. How about NIL? Cooper Taft. Can't be that fast. Nope. We'll go ahead and visit him. We'll try coaching style. I guess we go. We could go for another free safety and turn him into a corner if we have to. We do have 5 people from Florida, so we can check out Florida prospects. I just want to look for somebody who has no real interest that's decently fast. Hello. Decently fast. Let's go for this guy. 30 points. Just in the house. We'll go with coaching style. Who's this guy? Dilworth. We'll go for Day Hill, too. Go for Jordan, too. All right. Let's go to the next week. Let's see how this goes. All right. Looks like we got both of our tight end targets to come to us today. We've got a senior transfer. Let's see what he's got. This is the blocker. And then this guy, no. Yeah, this guy might be more of a pass catcher, but I think we have another tight end prospect that we can still killing it on this guy. It's in the house. Location doesn't care about. What have I not done? Coaching style. I guess I could try academics. That's my next. Let's see here. I don't know if we've really changed much here. We could probably turn another one of these guys into a corner if we have to. We'll go with NIL assistance for him. Charles. Oh, hello, Charles. 30 points to you. Oh. Losing him to Navy, probably. We'll bring on Stefan. Javin Simpkins. We'll go ahead and do an in-home visit. Oh, Cold Breath went to Liberty. I'm going to send the house to this guy. Okay. So I'm basically out of ideas here. I'm just going to send 30 points this way to Javin. All right, that's good enough. All right, an excellent haul from the third week of recruiting. We got Stephen Cross, a 4-star free safety. Then we got Deshaun Stone, a 3-star safety. I think I'm going to have to turn a couple of these guys into corners. I don't know if we're going to get all the corners that we're going to need to have substantial depth there. So, and then we have Anthony Harbor. He's a 2-star cornerback, and then we got a 2-star tackle, Carson Hawes. So that's good. We've done some pretty good stuff there. Not what I meant to do. Current targets is what I wanted to go. Not interested prospect. Still have Bradley scorching through there. Can't find what his favorite thing is. I guess we'll try Coach Prestige. I don't know why nobody's going for him. It's like you don't really feel bad whenever the game doesn't go after, like, you know, awesome players. So I don't know what to do. He's not quite. Oh, he's got poor discipline. That's probably why. So I'll take him. One of the things that's kind of frustrating whenever you get later on in these in the recruiting part, it's like you have more points that you can spend, but also there's less players available, so you can't. And it's really hard. I don't know if you can pick up a late addition at this point in these games. I know in NCAA 14 recruiting was a little easier later on during the recruiting process, but not in this one. Let's go to the next week. See how we did. Dang, we got our first 5-star, Bradley Jackson. A bit of a, what would you call him? We're gonna have to give him a beard because he's got a poor attitude. So we'll see how that works out. Then we have a cornerback, Aaron Ward. This guy is gonna end up being a quarterback most likely. We'll see how that works out. Teddy Smith is our center here. Calvin Rucker, strong safety. Hopefully he may pan out into a decent starter one day. We'll check out our targets. Uh-oh, I think Florida State might be gaining on us a little bit here. It's in the house. We'll try academics here. Probably not going to be able to get this guy, but we'll try something. Oh, yeah, this guy does like Coach Flint. Masood went to the Navy. It says we got to go for another quarterback, so we'll check out if there's any quarterbacks out there that are still interested. Oh, I have no idea. Whatever. All right, final week, I think. All right, so we got Ethan Cullen here, 4-star tight end. We've got Charles Flowers, 4-star cornerback. Good. This has been a really good recruiting class. We've got a 3-star guard. Good. Got Henry Rutledge. This guy is going to be a danger for that one play. He's going to be my backup halfback, and you know what play I'm talking about. He's going to be a monster on that play. Okay, Quinn Wright. Got a kicker. Got a good kicker. Then we got Stefan Pay, who will be a good clipboard carrying quarterback. Let's check out who all we got. Let's look at this. So we got a 5-star. We got Bradley Jackson. He has 4.26 speed, lightning fast young man. Might put him at cornerback too, but we'll see. He's got good hands. He's got poor discipline, good potential. So we'll see how it turns out. We got Aaron Steinfeld, tight end, kind of a blocker. Definitely going to be kind of a blocker. This guy Chuck Flowers is going to be. He's going to be one of our cornerbacks. He's a slower cornerback, but he's tall for a corner. We have this guy too, free safety, Stephen Cross. Should be pretty good. Josh Barnes here, middle linebacker. That was who we got during the season. I'm excited for Josh. I'm excited for Cyrus. Probably going to make him the outside linebacker position to take place of Green. Aaron Ward, cornerback, good speed. This is a pretty good get right here, actually. He's outplaying his ratings a little bit. It's kind of like the gem of the class, I would say. Got this gigantic man from Virginia. 6'8", Ethan Cullen, 4.71 speed. Not really fast at all, but he's tall, so maybe we could use that to our advantage. We also have this guard, 6'3", TJ Tyler. He might develop into a starter one day. He might be better than what I have right now. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. We'll see. This guy's a quarterback. Adib Iwana. Interesting name. Henry Rutledge. Got a good class here. A lot of 3 and 4 stars. I got several 4 stars. Top class. Ohio State had the top class. 7 5 stars. Houston had a really good class. Damn. Where are we on this? Not even we got 28th. It's not bad. Position changes. Okay, so where's the athlete? Quarterback? Anything else that he could be better at, maybe? Let's just go with quarterback. What is this? All right, you know, he'll be a good spell if Olu gets tired. We can bring him for a run or something. I can try to make him pretty good. Oh, we got enough corners now. Good. We're good here. We'll move this guy over. Scales will be good. At least Quinn can probably kick it at least from 34 yards out, you know? At least, I think. Probably, I'm going to cut Ogunbiyi. I'll move him to punter. I'm cutting Ogunbiyi. I hate him. Yeah. Let's continue to training results, hopefully. All right, Jalen Satchel got a big boost. He's an 80 overall now. Good run stopper. I think I'm going to put him on where I have the other guy at. Badada. We might switch them over. I can still do that. We got Dominic Dutton, old Dutton, 78 overall. He's been around. He's been on the team for a little while. Justin McGowan. He's going to be a good second string defensive tackle. Jahad Scales. Good, got a good boost for his position change. Martin Woodsma. Let's go by position. Olu is going to be a 74 overall. We'll see how well we can do with Olu. Halfback, we got Obisani, 76 overall. Senior red shirt, not great. Then we got Roche. Dominic Dutton got the most, but we have Murphy, Raymello Murphy, senior, 87 speed, not bad. Then Lott is 70 overall. We also have Kelby Williams. Kelby is going to be our second string. Amarian Granger. I'm thinking Dutton's going to be our slot. Then tight end, we got Tyler. He's got good speed. He's overall 78. He's going to be our starting tight end. I'm excited for that. We do not have a good line. Got 2 good left guards. Should have changed one over to right guard. Don't have a right tackle either. Badada still hasn't gone up at all. It's infuriating, actually. So Amori. Actually, I'll probably keep Amori over there. And I'll probably put Jalen over Badada. We might redshirt Badada. Got Christopher Spencer. Justin McGowan. Lowry went up too. Lowry's our best player on defense now. Wayne Matthews. Probably leave him there. I might redshirt one of those new dudes I have. Chikarian Lathan is our best corner, probably. No, he's our second best corner. Maybe. I don't know. Nank is an 89 overall. Damn, he was an 86 after that year. Yeah, Nank is our best player, actually. All right. That's what we got there. There's only one person I'm cutting, and we all know who it is. Get out of here. All right. That was very satisfying. Just want you all to know that. Now we go to set the depth chart. All right, so we are now on the depth chart screen, and this is actually, there's going to be some discrepancies between these ratings and what we had in the other version of the game, because we are now on 15.4, and 15.4 calculates the ratings a little bit differently than 14.4 and before it. So we have Olu Williams here starting as our quarterback. Then we have the freshman that I recruited that was an athlete, Adib Iwana, I think is how you pronounce that last name. He's going to be our backup. We have Obisani here, who's going to be our starting halfback. We all know him. We all love him. He's a running back screen master, but he's going to have to give up those rights to Henry Rutledge because he's got a little bit faster speed, and I think he's going to be a little bit more deadly coming around the corner on that screen, that halfback screen pass. Okay, so then we have Steinfeld, who's going to be our fullback. I only have one formation. It's just strong. I formation with a strong fullback, strong side fullback. So that's about it. That's what we have him in for, and it's just strictly because he is a better blocker than Darius here. I forgot his first name. Then we have Ray Mello Murphy, who's going to be our starting wide receiver. We have Kelby Williams, who's going to be on the opposite side of the field from him. And we have Amarian Granger, who's going to be our slot. And then Dominic Dutton is going to be our fourth string guy. He's going to be our fourth slot guy, whatever you call that, the backup slot. I don't know. Then we have Tyler Savage, who is going to be our starting tight end. He is a touchdown machine. Ethan Cullen is going to be backing up him, and I just wanted him in there because he's faster. He doesn't have as good blocking as Steinfeld, but I would prefer to have a receiver out there since we're going to be throwing the ball a lot. My line, I'm just going to go through quickly because it's kind of a hodgepodge and a mess. We need a true line to get sorted out, but that's the best we're going to have right now. Badada remains a better player, honestly, for what I'm trying to do than Satchel. If Satchel's ratings were higher, I'd put him up there, but we're going to keep Badada here and might as well just give him some stats. And maybe next year, maybe he'll actually get better whenever we train him. Okay, so Morrison is going to be the same guy here. Satchel's going to back up both spots, so it's not like he's not going to get in there, you know. We have Denzel Lowry. He's going to be, so you see that his ratings took a big hit too. He was an 89 overall, I think, or maybe it was just 85. I think he was just an 85 overall. His ratings took a bit of a hit then. Then we have Bryce Sanders backing him up and Justin McGowan. So we're kind of young here. We'll have two decent players maybe next year. Then we have Wayne Matthews, who's going to be our starting left outside linebacker. Hopefully he won't have to see much action because I don't use the left outside linebacker very much. I have Cyrus McNew, who looks like Josh Dobbs, and he's going to play middle linebacker. He has Josh Barnes backing him up, but Josh Barnes also plays right outside linebacker because I wanted good out there. I wanted my good players out there. So they're two good freshman linebackers. Then we have Jakarian Lathan here. Is going to be our starting corner. Charles Flowers, a freshman, is going to be right next to him on the other side. Not right next to him, but completely opposite of him on the other side. We have Aaron Ward, who's going to be our slot corner, our nickel corner. And then Andrew Williams, who is going to be, if I decide to put dime out there, which I will do now, I feel a little bit more confident. I don't remember how, I think down here it was kind of bad last year, if I remember correctly. But maybe not. Maybe I should have tried it. Bradley Jackson is our crown jewel for our recruiting class. He is backed up by Stephen Cross, who is a freshman. So we're pretty good here for the future, hopefully, as long as they both stay. And then we have Spencer Nank, backed up by Deshaun Stone, except not backed up. Well, on the ones where there's only one strong safety, yeah, he'll be the backup. But he'll be the weak side strong safety in our base defense, which is 4-2-5. So then we have Quinn Wright, who is our kicker. Ethan Sanchez is our punter. Andrew Williams is going to be our kick returner alongside Henry Rutledge. And then we have Henry Rutledge, who's also going to do the punt return duties. Quinn Wright is our kickoff guy. Steven Dubois is our long snapper. That is it. That is the depth chart. This is the playbook. Ace twins, ace slot, ace trips, strong eye, and then we have pistol Y, pistol slot, shotgun two back slot. We love that. We love that formation. Shotgun tight, shotgun trips, and then shotgun no back. That's a new one for us, as well as shotgun tight. We've kept this one from the before times. What else should we talk about? We'll go look at the settings. I have changed my stuff around a bit. We're going to do 7 minutes on Heisman because we have that accelerated clock now. The AI, I'll show you my sliders. These sliders will stay the same, but yeah, there's something to do with this menu that when you turn these things on, it shouldn't affect these sliders, but this is what I'm going to leave it on here for now until things change. I took these from some forum and I made a few changes. So don't get mad at me for putting the run blocking low. I was recommended to do that. I'm gonna leave this the same for everything. That's that. Red shirt player. I think I've redshirted one guy. Yeah, one guy. Calvin Rucker. That's our only red shirt. I don't know why. I gotta have one, I think. This is gonna be our schedule. I'm not gonna worry too much about playing a 5 or 6 star prestige team this year. I think I'm okay to miss that one goal. We'll just beat James Madison. I'm also not going to play William and Mary this year because that's just too easy. I want some actual competition because we are ranked pretty low. Let's just go over this really quickly. Preseason polls. We'll just check this out. These are our best teams in the country. And they're all Bs. So you can see, I think everybody's ratings took a hit. We are all the way down here. With the 100th team in the nation out of 120. So not good. Heisman watch. This is where I'll end it. Carlos Rio, Ruben Owens, Tyler Huff, Jackson Arnold, Malachi Nelson. All quarterbacks except for Owens. That's that. That's going to be the episode. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying with us and tuning in because we're all still using antenna sets on our televisions and computers. That's how we get, I don't know. It's just one of those things that never died out. Thank you for watching. And thank you to the dev team for all the work that you guys have put into this mod. It's kept this game alive, kept this game fresh. Even if I could play College Football 25, I think I would still go back to this. I might not make content for it, but I would probably still go back to this. So thank you guys. We'll catch you later. I'll be here. You'll be here. We're going to be playing SMU at SMU and hopefully taking the ponies down. All right. We'll see you later.
But if this brings you just a little closer to those men who are going into the hottest spots, I hope that it will help you to do a better job.